Korg Kronos repair. Now I ordered the circuit board off of Reverb there, and I'm going to show you what the original board did where it's breaking down and not working, and I'm going to show you where the board that I purchased on Reverb does not work either. Bear with me, this is the third time I'm trying to upload this video, so give me a few minutes here and we'll go through it. Now I'm going to turn it on and show you that it won't boot, and I've already checked this thing several times. It's the motherboard. So you'll see that it'll try to boot, it'll go to about right at the S there, and it'll stop and it'll come up with an error code. I've done all the voltage tests, all the circuit tests, you know, the service manual. I went through the whole thing already, even with the Korg techs online with me. And we all came to the same conclusion that the motherboard was faulty. So that's why I ordered the motherboard online, because they no longer have them. And the board that I purchased on Reverb does not work. It does the same identical thing as this one does. And I'm going to show you both boards plugged in and not booting. Yeah, see, we're right there at the S. It'll come up with an error in a minute. System startup failed. Please turn off. And so then you at that point, if it don't boot twice, then this is about the 14th time today. So I'm not gonna. I already took the back off of this board so we can get to it easily and do this quickly. All right. This is the board in question. Okay. Let me move that around so you can see it. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. So, take this board apart. Let me take the brackets off. The side piece has to come off. Now I'm going to show you the difference on his boards and mine, just so you know they're not the same board. Now if you'll notice the sticker here and this mark on this one, this ink mark, you don't see it anywhere else but on this one. On his, it's on all three of the side pieces there. Okay, so I'm going to start to disconnect this. Also, if you'll notice the glue that was on here at the factory, and I don't really want to touch this phone because it'll shut off on me. The glue, okay. If you'll notice the glue from the factory, okay, it matches this plug where it was glued to this plug. Okay. So, and the same thing on this one here. If you'll look, that one, let me pull it off. Okay. Bear with me just a second. Okay, I got it upside down. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's right, okay. So if you'll look there, you'll see that glue, and you'll see the glue here. These, get that out of the way. These fit and they match up. Okay, that's the original glue to the board, and that's the original board from this connector. Now that you can see that, I'm going to put this back up here if I don't cut it off again. All right. Now, disconnect all the connectors. Undo all of them. Now, here I go again with bumping things. Sorry. Here we go. So now, connect that connector off. And this one, now I've got to take the brackets off and install on his. So right now I'm going to show you the difference between the original one that came in the keyboard and his. Now if you'll notice, again, the tabs here, right? There's 4 tabs for the memory boards. They're locking tabs, okay? Now I can take the memory stick out, all right? And I've got these locking tabs. I've got 4 of them on mine. He's got 3 on his. He's got 1 missing on one of his, okay? And his pictures show that. His pictures also show, I'll show you in a minute, but you see mine's got 1 ink mark instead of 3. His has got all 3 of these marked with ink, okay? Set this aside. Grab his box. This is his box, and I'm going to reach in now, pull his board out, and show you. We'll load this one up. But I want to show you the difference right now. Now you see, now I don't know if you can see. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Now, if you'll notice, his is faded, and also you see here one of the memory locking things is broken off or missing. Now right here you can see 1, 2, 3 different ink marks on his, and this matches his pictures that he sent. You know, his pictures when he posted it online. This one matches his. This is his board. There's no doubt about it. Okay, now I'm going to show you when I put his in there that it don't work. Right now I've got to change these brackets real quick, and hopefully we can get this done pretty quick without a problem. There's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. Okay, now this is my board. Put it aside. Okay. Now his board, again, his markings, numbers, and missing the memory thing. So what I'm going to do, and we'll put this on there, put these brackets on there, we're going to put it in, and we're going to show that it don't work. It does the same identical thing. Now he can say what he wants to, but I've been a technician for Korg for years. For 35 plus years I've been doing Korg repairs, if not longer. I've been doing this since about 79, 80. I've been doing audio repairs. So All right, we're getting there. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to install this memory. Put that one in that slot. And you see they lock in place. Of course, we got one missing on that side, but it's tight enough that it goes down in there and it's fine. It's not moving. I'm assuming that it. So now we want to install it and boot it up. And I will get this done as quickly as I can because I have. Oh boy, don't want to do that. Okay. One of those days. Like I said, one of those days. If I don't quit doing that, it's gonna. Okay. Don't want to knock that phone off again. Okay. Now let's put these back on there. USB. Now you can see on this connector on this side, I'm going to try this without messing up my phone or the video. You can see that the glue is on here, but it's not on his board. There's no glue on his board right there. And that's from the factory. It was glued. And on my board, you see it matches my connector. This one don't, because there's no glue down there, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So this is his board. Put all these connectors on here. All right, let me turn this back around without shutting it off, hopefully. There we go. There's that one. Okay. This one's the same way. Now, let's see. Almost there. Put the board, put this back on. Now, there we go. Now let's get this thing going here. Okay. Okay, now let me double check. Everything's on. All the connectors are in. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to turn it back over. Plug it in. What's going on here? Okay, it's kind of, okay, now, see if it's gonna, okay, let me, okay, now, We're going to watch this. Watch it boot with his board. It's not going to boot. It's going to go into error code just like mine. And I know that the motherboard is the problem because it's done been, the voltages and all has done been checked on it, and it shows errors when I do the voltage checks on it too. Power supplies are fine. It's just the motherboard that is bad. Okay. Stop right there again. And if you'll notice, this line goes all the way across, and when it goes all the way to the end, it's booted. But it stops way before it gets there. And then the error code comes on. So it stops right about where the S is. Same problem. System startup failed. Please turn off Kronos. Do over, you know. I know you got that, so at this point, I just want to return the board, the circuit board, return it and get my money back because it does not work. And I can't afford a $500 board that's a piece of toast. I can't afford that. So, I don't know anybody who can, but anyway, that is proof positive that both boards are doing the same thing. And it's not the other boards that are doing it. I've already tested them boards, and I tested this one, and this is the one that shows faulty. Both of them do. So I'll upload this, and hopefully we can come to a conclusion pretty quick because I'm really getting upset about it. But anyway, thank you.